Good whatever time of the day it is you happen to be listening. This is the P&A Podcast Express Quick Trip Double Ones. Quick Trip number 11.
Wow!
Alpha.
We've reached 11 already, huh?
We have. We are nearing puberty of
Good
quick trips.
gracious.
Quick Trip puberty.
It's only going to be downhill from here. They're going to hate us.
Probably. Well, we're going to go through those awkward teenage years where we're assholes and nobody knows anything but us.
And we're putting skunks in ventilation systems. And,
and releasing chickens into schools and that
listening
kind of
to
stuff.
emo and dressing in all black. And
Yeah. And just in case you are listening and you are worried about continuity, this is recorded after the last recording that we did.
I know we had a little bit of shenanigans and some chicanery going on there for a little bit.
It was a shell
trying
game.
some things.
It was a shell game.
We were trying some things. You know what somebody brought up to me that we have not done is we talked about it early on in the show.
I can't think of anything.
No, well, we made a commitment and we didn't come through yet. There's still time. We didn't commit to a time frame, but we said we were going to do the dog whistle. Remember that bit?
Yeah, we have to get that going.
Yeah.
I've had a harder time than I thought finding a dog whistle.
So there's the truth.
Yeah. So if somebody has a dog whistle and you would like to sanitize it and send it to us,
Send it to the Silver Tavern, care of P&A Podcast Express.
yes. Just you can drop it off here and they'll be like, "What the hell is this?"
Why
This
the
is for the P&A Podcast Express. And they'll go, "What the hell is that?"
Why would you say something so controversial yet so true?
Yes.
We were just talking about the Eric Andre show.
Whack.
We actually we didn't have a pre-show meeting, but we had a little bit of time there in between episodes. We're here at the Silver Tavern like we always are, but it's Monday night. We decided to relax and bring you guys better content than trying to be rushed on doing it on a Tuesday night before we bowl.
Yeah, which maybe that pressure is the key.
Right.
But I thought our last effort was solid.
Yeah,
And I
definitely.
feel that this effort will be solid.
And if you're listening to us, you survived St. Patrick's Day. Congratulations.
Yes.
Another one has come and gone on March 17th. Last year, if you recall, March 17th was canceled, which is a bummer.
Yeah, this year it's just what it is.
It is what it is. He's Adam Filkins. I'm Phil Nickel. This is the P&A Podcast Express. You can email us at pineapplenipplearsehole@gmail.com or PNAPodcastExpress@gmail.com.
Damn. Fantastic.
Our
You
house-
really rolled through that.
Our house band is on point tonight.
Yeah.
Love it. A Merv Griffin production.
Merv Griffin's dead.
Every time I laugh. Every time.
Yeah.
Ugh.
At least we entertain ourselves.
Well, yeah. You have to entertain yourself, that's for sure.
Yeah. We spoke last episode about how you like to entertain yourself.
A lot. I'm alone a lot, and
Yeah.
I think that's okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
I have good window dressings in my house, shades and curtains and such. So, I mean, if you peek in and you see me, flogging my Molly, just mind your own business.
Yeah, or, you can stand there and join in for all Phil cares. I mean,
It looks like you could use a hand.
I often wonder when I do yard work why there's muddy footprints near my windows.
That's right. Somebody's peeping in, watching.
I don't ever plant flowers there because they keep getting trampled.
Trampled underfoot. There you go. Oh, wow. Yeah. Let's just say, like I said, my browser history is a little less than savory right now.
Yeah, well, I think that makes you an average American male.
There's so much porn out there, it's ridiculous.
In the 50s, you had to...
You see, what had happened was...
Yeah, well, in the 50s, you had to go and you had to, to satisfy the male libido, you had to go and treat a woman like shit. And then,
Smoke incessantly and treat a woman
Smoke
like shit.
incessantly.
And you call them broads.
Yeah.
Look here, broad.
Yeah. And, now you can just look up porn.
Broad, if I wanted any lip from you, I'd peel it off my zipper.
Exactly.
Oh, the 50s.
Yeah.
And then the
So-
60s ushered in, and things got a little more women polite. And then the 70s, Not real main big strides in the 70s.
Did the 60s really become more women polite? Because really
No.
that happened was they got tricked into thinking that this free love thing
Yeah.
was like a great movement. And
They were
really it was just dudes wanting to bang you.
really stoned.
Yeah. We're going to get you high. We're not going to smack you around so much, but we're going to get you really
We're
high
gonna
and
try
take
a
advantage
different
of you.
approach.
And it's free love.
Yeah.
Free love. Free hugs.
Are you a fan of chloroform?
Do you have any particular sense of chloroform that you enjoy?
That's right.
Yes.
I just slipped you a Mickey. What? Don't worry, I put one in mine too.
I slipped me one too.
I just wanted to level the playing field.
You can feel free to take advantage of me just like I plan on taking advantage of you. Equal rights.
That's right, equal rights. There you go. Equal. I slipped a roofie in my drink and hers.
And now we're probably both going to get taken advantage of by the guy at the bar.
Uh-oh. Wait a second.
Yeah.
Now we're going to
Maybe this was not such a great idea in the first place.
I do not think this was a good idea. I am rethinking everything right now.
My life choices have led me to here, and they are not good.
Oh, shit. Is that Bill Cosby?
Oh, that's a whole different type of pudding pop. little extra from the
The
band.
band is on point tonight. Man,
They're tight.
I'm glad they found a spot here at the Silver Tavern to set up.
Yeah.
Because they sound amazing.
Yep. They're right over there.
They're over there. They're over yonder.
Yes. So we've covered
Nothing.
chemically induced rape.
Yes.
The fact that in the 60s, men found a way to make women think that was
Okay.
a good thing.
A good thing. Positive. See, it's a spin. It's a spin. Good PR people in the 60s.
Yeah.
That's good.
Or just
Guys
really,
with-
really
guys with
bad high-ons.
Stiff dicks just wanted to plow something, you know?
Yeah. And I don't want to say that you were hoodwinked, ladies, but
You were
hoodwinked.
And then what happened in the 70s? The 70s kind of...
Bell bottoms, and nobody was
Discos.
attractive in bell bottoms, so
A lot of
nobody
drugs.
was getting laid.
a lot of drugs in the 70s, too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ugh.
Polyester pants are not flattering on anybody.
No, that's not a very
Butterfly
good...
collars?
Ugh.
Jesus.
Although, if I had to pick an era that I would like to dress most in, probably that 70s look, and also the dapper 30s, where, you know, men wore suits every day, and
Well, the 30s was Depression era.
40s then.
Go 40s or go the Roaring 20s.
Oh, the Roaring 20s.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's where you had the-
I dress like I'm from the 30s every day with holy shit and terrible
Yeah,
clothes and
exactly.
cheap shit. Yeah,
The cheapest Walmart hoodies that we can find.
absolutely.
We're both wearing hoodies.
Yes, of course.
Gray, drab gray
You know, I
hoodies.
wear a gray hoodie every day,
Yeah.
and it's not. I don't have Johnny Cash like reasons to wear it. I enjoy drab gray hoodies. So, years ago, I remember the first gray hoodie I ever bought because I was very, very depressed and I needed someplace to hide. So I bought a gray hoodie. And since then, most of my hoodies are gray. I don't know why.
I tightened the hood up on my hoodie yesterday, tight enough that it kind of felt like a mask
Yeah.
because I didn't wear one into a store.
And
I didn't want to be shamed into one, so I just did that.
Yeah, and it'll work. I mean, it's
does.
the same. It's
Yeah.
all the same. Gray hoodies, yeah. It's funny because my closet at home goes from green to gray to black. Those are the only three colors I actually typically wear.
Blue, gray, black with
A little bit of
couple
blue once in a while.
I have green. I have green, but I like blue, so a lot of my shirts are blue.
I can honestly say I don't wear. If you buy me a red shirt, I'm not going to wear it. If you buy me a yellow shirt, I'm not going to wear it. I just don't. The only thing I've ever worn religiously that was red was when we used to go to Red Wings games. I'd wear a Red Wings jersey that's red.
You know, this will tell you how far we've come as a society. When I was in school, we used to make fun of golfers' clothes. It was plaid,
Yeah,
loud
huge
and
ass.
ugly. Yeah,
Bet she's a great golfer.
and now I seek out golf shirts to wear to work because
Yeah,
they're
because they're
comfortable.
wonderful. Yeah,
They're that breathe easy material. You
They
don't
move
sweat in
with
them.
you,
They move
yeah.
with you. You feel like you're outside and can just do wonderful things with a club and a ball.
yeah. See, I'm wearing a pair of jeans today that somehow shrunk on me or something. They're not they're not as comfortable as they used to be. I hadn't worn them for a while.
Yeah, it could have been the giant platter of wings we had.
That might have something to do with it.
Yeah.
By the way, Buffalo Wild Wings, fantastic, beautiful server too. She
Yeah.
was smoke show.
She was, and she was very good.
Very engaging.
Very
quality
engaging.
service. So at the Battle Creek B-Dubs, good job.
Yeah, yeah. Fine job by the HR department.
Yeah.
Our host that seated us was quality as well.
I know Eddie was eyeing him up more than
Well,
our waitress, I think.
Yeah. he wanted to give him a tip, and I don't think he was talking about a 10.
He wanted to take him to just the tip of the thumb, Grindstone City.
Yes. he wanted to show him Port Austin. Port Eddie.
You know what I discovered this week? My kids do not like Gordon Lightfoot, and I am so bummed by it. They're like, this is old people music. And I didn't play the Edmund Fitzgerald. I played Sundown, and I played If You Could Read My Mind.
It is old.
And I
people
realized
music,
my grandparents used to listen to Gordon Lightfoot.
though. Yeah. That is exactly the type of music that used to be played on the local station here.
It
That
was.
is no longer played on the local
And
station.
we revamped that because we would do the Saturday Night School of Rock now.
Yeah.
Which I think I'm still part of. I don't know. I feel like I'm getting edged out. It's probably because of my big contract.
Yeah, they're probably going to bring in a rookie,
Yeah.
unproven.
On a rookie contract.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
At,
so.
at probably a fraction of what you're making.
And the problem is, and this is pointed out to me, every song we play, I say that I love it. But I do. It's genuine.
Well, I mean, it's rock. You like rock, so
Yeah, I do.
What-
I do.
I can't think of a song that I've heard on there that I was like, oh,
Fuck
God,
this.
they're playing this.
I'm not big into the spandex cock rock from the 80s. Eddie loves that shit, which is
Oh,
good.
I do too. I like
Some
a
of
lot
it's
of that
okay.
because being a guitar player, that's like a golden age of
That's
guitar,
your bread and butter
you know?
right there.
And so, like, I enjoy a lot of that music. I enjoy a lot of the newer stuff. I'm not a big fan of 70s music, believe it
See,
or not.
I'm huge into the 70s, which is vis-a-vis Gordon Lightfoot, 1974.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which, I was born in 74, so I can tell you that song is old.
You know who another favorite? And
When
vast.
that song gets out of a chair, it's like,
Yeah.
oh, that was tough. That was
Yeah.
tough.
Well, now I got to conjure up the energy to make it to the kitchen.
I better hurry to that bathroom.
Woman, you make me a sandwich, and you do it now.
Sandwiches.
Sandwiches.
So, yeah,
you know what happened to me the other day? I think.
here's what happened was,
You see, what had happened was the other day, I went to Subway, and I think the Subway lady really likes me because she put bacon on my Caesar wrap and didn't charge me for it.
holy
She's like,
crap.
"Oh, honey, I ain't going to charge you for that." I'm like, she knows how to make a sandwich already. Why would I not be attracted to her?
I think in some countries or some counties,
Yeah.
that means you guys are married.
She gave me free bacon. And let
Yeah.
me tell you, if you go to Subway, which I don't recommend, but if you get the Caesar wrap, the chicken Caesar wrap, put bacon on that son of a bitch. It's a whole new world.
Meatball sub with bacon is pretty solid,
I've
too.
never had one of those.
It's pretty good.
And this may be gross to some people, but you know what I have them put on my meatball sub? A little bit of mayonnaise.
I go a little bit of ranch.
Yeah.
Just like
So very
a strip.
similar. Yeah,
just like a strip.
just like a racing strip.
Yeah. I could see mayo being good on it.
And then onions and, of course, the jalapenos and then the,
Onions, jalapenos,
And the
mild
yellow
peppers, black olives.
yeah. I don't like olives.
Oh, you're so weird.
What a fucking weirdo.
God. Yeah, here I thought we were connecting, and then
You're going to boot me off my own show just like Eddie's done, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll be the A Podcast Express.
Yeah. I'll leave the NA in there so I can still have nipple arsehole.
Okay. NA and Not Narcotics Anonymous Podcast Express.
You're just the pineapple.
Yeah. I'm the pineapple to your arsehole.
Yes. Oh, and I don't like the sounds of that at all.
Don't pick the little one. Come on.
Reminds me of Little Nicky a little too much there.
You know the deal.
Getting a flask.
You know the deal, brother.
Oh, boy.
Jeez.
But I digress.
But anyway, so I'm going to go back to Subway this week and see if I get free bacon again. If she gives me free bacon again, ooh.
So I was at the North Branch Subway one time
Yeah.
with my wife, and there was a disgruntled employee there. And instead of taking it out on us and treating us like shit, she went the exact opposite route.
I commend that.
She's like, do you want bacon on these? And of course we're like, yes. And she just put a obscene amount of bacon on both sandwiches.
Too
Like-
much bacon.
Like normally you get like the 2 strips on a 6-inch or
Right.
4 strips on a foot long. This was like she just grabbed a wad and threw it on each sandwich.
and you're like, oh, God bless you.
And I'm just like, bacon. And it was literally one of the best sandwiches I've ever had.
That's perfect.
I believe I had when they had the like slabs of chicken breast.
Yeah.
I believe I had that with some little bit of hot sauce.
Ooh, yeah.
You know, that was when they had the buffalo, and I had
They
them put
currently have that, too. So when I
Yeah.
get my Caesar wrap, I have them put the Caesar dressing and then the buffalo, Frank's
Yeah.
Red Hot buffalo sauce on it.
yes, and that was special. I mean,
This is very special.
so yeah, like I say, instead of taking it out on the customer, she took it out on Subway.
So if you're listening out there and you're disgruntled, take it out on the employer, not the not the customer.
She made 2 people very happy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely. I like it. By the way, I had Taco Bell the other day, and it was not made by a fat person.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I almost cried.
I haven't been to Taco Bell in a while, and I went through the other day, and they had just beef burritos on the dollar menu.
Yeah, and they're pretty good.
And I just wanted something quick and simple, and I'm like, yeah, I'll have a beef burrito. And it was phenomenal.
It was good. They're good. That's what I get. I get one of those, and then I usually get their chicken dollar menu fucking thing. That's pretty tasty.
Is that the that little quesadilla wrap thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are kind of good.
Yeah, there's not much to them, but they're
No,
pretty good.
they're good flavor though.
Yeah, and that's what we're looking for.
Yeah,
I mean, we want food that tastes good generally.
if I'm gonna go to Taco Bell, I'm gonna get like, and I'm looking to eat. I'm getting the 12-pack of tacos,
Oh, fuck yeah.
soft tacos, and I'm down in that thing myself.
Yeah.
There might be 1 or 2 for later, but later might be after the 10th one's gone.
I'm still reeling from the time we went to Marquette and I bought 6 12-packs of tacos and distributed them throughout everywhere at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Was that like prior to a football game?
Yeah, that was for the high school 8-player state finals up at the Uper Dome up there. We got really ripped up. We closed down the bar, then we went to Taco Bell.
Oh,
Did I tell this story on the Saturday? No, I told this story, didn't I?
yeah. I don't know if it was.
I don't
on
think
the
it was on the
podcast.
podcast,
We're melding
Yeah.
what we do here.
Oh, good Lord, man.
Well,
know.
you know, when I went to school in Saginaw, we closed down a lot of bars,
Yeah.
and then we closed down a lot of Taco Bells.
Hell yeah.
The best thing ever was the State Street Taco Bell.
Yes.
They always used to put up a sign hiring closers, and people used to steal the C off of it, so it was hiring
Hiring
losers.
losers.
And they said that they got more people coming in to put applications in when it said hiring
Hiring losers than
So
closers?
then they just started leaving it that way. I thought that was pretty fantastic.
That would speak to me. I mean, I'd be like, yeah, I guess this job's probably for me. I mean, self-awareness goes a long ways.
And I do have a my friend is a dick and here's why story.
All right, lay it
for
on
this
us.
part. So after a 3-on-3, a friend of mine,
Which is a very antiquated thing. I don't even think they have those anymore.
It was a red hacker. It wasn't even a Gus Macker. This was a red hacker.
I
in
remember the
Caseville.
red hacker. They had a character that looked just like Gus Macker, only he had red hair, but he was balding and
Yeah. And that guy got nailed for being a child
a
molester.
diddler.
So kid diddler, red hacker, kid diddler.
God
So
damn
anyways, we're on our way back from this red hacker tournament, and we go through Taco Bell, and we partake in a little bit after the tournament in festivities, and but we weren't hammered.
Yeah, okay.
We weren't hammered. No, we were just drinking. So we go through the Taco Bell, and he's in the back seat, and we go through. We get our food. And he's like, "Drive back through, and pull up so my window's by the window." So he pulls up, and he's like, "Yeah, I need an application." Like I didn't go through the speaker or anything. I just pulled up to the window. He's like, "I need an application." And so they hand him an application out the door.
Yeah. And he gets said application out the door. Is this the hiring losers place?
No, this is in
Different Taco
Bad
Bell.
X.
Oh,
This
Bad
is in
X
Bad
Taco
X.
Bell, okay.
So I told him, he's like, all right, drive around again. I got to fill this out. So what he did was he put his name and his phone number on it and drew, like, his real phone number. He drew a penis the whole size of the page and then wrote actual size. And when we drove back through, he handed it to them. And like a week later, I'm talking to him, and he says, you're never going to guess what happened. I'm like, what happened? He goes, I got a call from Taco Bell in Bad X.
They want to hire me.
And I'm like, no. I said, did they chew you out? He goes, well, the first thing the guy said was, I didn't think this number would be real. And I'm like, and what did you say to him? He goes, well, my comment to him was, what, you thought any of that information was fake?
That's perfectly played. That's perfectly actual size.
So the guy says to him, he goes, yeah, I know your application that you turned in was, not probably something that we should go after, but we really need people to work here. So if you really do want to work here, and since you did put a real number on it, and
actual size,
just of course,
big old dong.
Yeah, and of course, this friend was not interested in working there, and so he's like, dude, I put a dick
I drew a dick on your
the application. And he goes, I only put the real number on there because the girl working the window was hot.
Oh, I love that so much. I love that story so much.
So yeah, that was
Drew a dick and put his real phone number.
the part that killed me was, and this is one of those applications that like fold open.
Yeah.
So he drew it the whole like width of the 2 pages.
So it was like an 11-inch dick.
It was like a 16-inch
Oh,
dick.
Jesus, 16-inch dick.
Because it was
it's a fold out. Yeah.
8.5 that folded out.
So it'd be 11 by 17 when you.
Yeah.
So he literally drew. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. He drew a
it's an actual size. Well, everything on that. I love the line. Everything on that application was true.
Yeah. You thought I'd lie on that application? So it was pretty classic. But when he said that they called, I about fell over.
Oh, that is amazing. That's probably the best "My Friend is a Dick and Here's Why" segment we've ever had. I just really think that.
And it involved a dick.
A dick.
I mean, it was a drawn dick, but it involved a dick.
It was literally him being a dick.
Yeah.
About a dick.
Yes.
Actual size. I love that you wrote that.
Yeah, that was pretty great.
Oh God. Oh, that is fantastic. That's. I want to craft that into a comedy bit. Make it my own, even though I didn't do it. That's okay. I mean, do you really think all these comedians that tell stories that they're truthful all the time?
No,
not even close.
Well, they're probably things that have happened or they've experienced.
Or
but
they've
as far
embellished,
as yeah, I'm sure they've embellished them. But I'm really not embellishing any of that story. That actually happened, and
I love that
was
so
the
much.
honest to God truth.
He drew a dick, the whole size of the application, and wrote actual size, put his own name and phone number on it, and they called him.
Yes.
And offered him a job. Cousin Mike's sitting down here. Hey, what's happening? We did a beef jerky test in the first one. We got the biltong here. You can try it. It's Cajun style. It's okay. It should be more flavorful. This one's pretty good. Those are the two we tried tonight. And I got the alligator. Ooh, I said that out loud. Ooh, I let the cat out of the bag.
Oh, you did.
I was holding that close to the vest in the full episode from Tuesday night, but
Yeah, but now you've let it out, and now
you ever
people
notice
know.
I have a tendency to do that?
Yeah, you can't keep a secret with a shit.
Just like, the only way two people can keep a secret is if one's dead and if one of them's not Phil.
Yes. and a dead Phil only has a 50% chance of keeping that secret.
And he's probably going to fart a lot.
And the answer is going to be in his browser history.
That's right. So the stories I've told are very. We talked about comedians and making up stories. Yes, I did shit in a trash can, and yes, I did get a black eye jerking off and falling down in the shower. So, yep. Episode 2, by the way, and I would drink, but my beer's empty.
Oh, the wait staff here.
What the hell is going on here, man? I feel like the world is a cruel place.
Gotta holler, we're recording here.
We don't do any post edits. No post edits here. Yeah, why not? It'll get drunk.
Is this going to be a full episode?
I don't know. Is it?
It might be.
Is it getting damn close to a fucking full episode?
Yeah.
Really?
We're at 25 minutes.
Here, let's plug Mike in then.
All right, we'll plug him in.
Wants to hear what I gotta say. Maybe the band can play some music while we're doing this. Nice. Ooh. Here we go. I need some help from my producer here. Here's the dongle.
We'll put the dongle in the dangle.
Put the dingle in the dangle in the dongle, and he should be about live right about.
Well, I probably got to turn his mic up.
Hey, you can hear us, and he's got to turn his mic. Give us a check. Give us a live check here.
Check. 1, 2.
All right.
Hey.
You've never been on the podcast
No,
before.
I have not.
This is my cousin Mike Nickel, and he's more sarcastic and way funnier than I am.
I doubt that.
He's been on the radio with us before, though. I know he's a friend of the show when we do both the morning show, the School of Rock. What other shows do I do? Sportsline.
I've never been Sportsline.
God damn,
That
Phil.
would be fun.
You would actually think I'd be good at this shit for as much as I do
Yeah,
it.
you're not.
It's so disappointing. Just like 90% of my sexual partners, just disappointing.
Do you have enough headphones?
Yeah.
You can hear some.
Yeah.
And they're disappointed. I'm not disappointed. They were all great. Thank you, I say to all of them. If you were kind enough to sleep with me, I appreciate it.
Thank you and you're welcome, right?
That's right. And to all you virgins, thanks for nothing.
Yeah. Useless. So I feel like the band should give him a proper introduction.
All right.
And now, Mike Nickel.
Hey.
Coming to the stage. Get your dollars ready. Get up to the tip rail.
Hey-o.
So
Hello,
anyway,
ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages.
that's right. Welcome to the big show. For tonight's main event.
Pick a duck, win a prize.
Step right up, you see.
Welcome
Put
to
a
the
hook
shit
on a
show.
bottle. Win a fucking goldfish. You know those goldfish?
Oh, do you know how many dead goldfish there were from all
they
that?
died 2 days
Holy
later.
Oh,
shit.
good Lord.
I bet you there were goldfish that didn't make it. They got left in a hot car. You know what I mean?
So many of them.
What a way
so
to
many.
go. It's a boiled carp now.
Hey, Jimmy, what'd you do with that goldfish you won? I put it up in the back seat of in the back window of the
put it in the
78
back-
Ford LTD.
Figured he'd like some sunshine.
But you know,
Oh.
as a kid, though, that was the one thing. Oh, I'm going to win a goldfish.
Yeah, I'm gonna have
I
a
was so
set.
excited about
My-
it.
my
you
friend
get it,
for
you
life.
get it home, and then 2 days later, it's floating.
Yeah, my friend for life. I'll never be lonely again till he dies.
I'll never be lonely again.
All because I threw a ping pong ball in a fishbowl that you almost couldn't mathematically miss.
I got skills.
You know that the manager of the carnival comes walking up to the guy running that and pulls out his big cigar and is like, "You better not have any of those goddamn fish left when this thing is packing up."
Man, you see, and if we get low on fish, just spray the rim of the bowl with Pam.
Cellophane over the top.
Yeah, a little cellophane over the top. Hey, that one was going to go right in. It bounced off. Well, water, you know.
Yeah,
Viscous.
buoyancy, kid.
It's a buoyant. Yeah, you see?
I
Surface
can-
tension, you
I can
see?
explain that to you, but it's a lot of science.
You should have aimed for the meniscus. Jesus Christ.
That fish bounced that right out of there because it didn't want to go home with you.
Even that fish thinks you're a loser.
You know, growing up though, it was one of those things like you had to win a goldfish.
So much
I don't
like-
think I met anybody that has
Did-
not wanted to win one of
Yeah.
those goldfish.
And here's the thing. They don't tell you. You pay $1 to get into the game. You win a goldfish. And for the amount of goldfish and the quality of goldfish they buy, the bag that it comes in costs them more than the fucking fish.
Yeah.
And all of it together costs 17 cents.
And you wanted that, and you wanted the Motley Crue girls mirror. Remember the little 4x4 mirrors
Yes,
you
yes.
used to
Do
win?
you remember the one all the girls wanted back in the late 80s? The Buns and Roses one, where it had the guys, he was wearing jeans, it had his butt, but it had a rose in it and said Buns and Roses instead of Guns and Roses.
Yeah.
That was a popular one, too.
Yep.
And that was usually at the throw darts at the balloon and pop. You only need to pop one to win.
Just one balloon to win.
One balloon to win. You take home a mirror.
You get 3 darts. We put the balloon
$10
so close.
later.
That's right.
And then you go and try to win a goldfish, and you drop it and break the damn mirror.
Yep. And I throw it out my shoulder, but I won her that teddy bear.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah, then you go over to the
Remember the speed pitch?
Yeah.
Woo!
And you didn't win a prize.
That's where all the big dicks were swinging, yeah.
Yeah.
Or the basketball.
Oh, yeah.
The oblong basketball hoop.
Or the Herculean ring the bell, win a prize.
Oh,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah, the hammer.
And you got the one guy that walks up and everybody's like, he plays on varsity.
Jesus Christ.
He's on varsity. And then he throws a 57 and you're like, oh, he's never going pro. Fuck that guy.
What the shit,
I don't need to
man?
be friends with him. That's an okay fastball for here, but those are rookie numbers.
Yeah, you gotta amp them numbers up. Probably one of the biggest accomplishments of my life was when I was 17. There was a large crowd gathered around. You see. And what had happened was,
He was on varsity, you see.
well, I touched 68, and I knew I could do it. I hit 69, and everybody erupted. So me
Hey-o.
with my 69 mile per hour fastball.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
I won't tell you what I hit.
104.
No.
40.
But more than 69.
Yeah. No, I topped out later the next year. I think I got low 80s. I think I touched maybe high 70s, but yeah.
Best I did, when I was a freshman, I hit like 86. But then I tore my arm all to hell. And
I was going to say you left your arm laying there.
Yeah.
no, I left it laying there because my jackass coach put me in the outfield, and I'd never played outfield before.
Yeah.
So the first ball that's hit to me, I'm like, what the hell do I do with this? Oh, I'll let it bounce off my glove. And then I try to throw it all the way to home from the fence.
Yeah, that hurts.
And
Ouch.
I felt my whole arm just kind of hang afterwards. And I'm like, that doesn't feel right.
Yep.
And when I went to throw the ball again, it hurt
Excuse me.
really bad. So, yeah, that ended my baseball career.
You know what ended my baseball career? Me sucking at baseball.
Not being good at baseball.
Touche.
Yeah.
Now, do you want to know why I was playing outfield? Because my varsity coach
Yeah.
actually told me, he's like, you need to get some batting practice in because you're never going to hit these guys on varsity. And I couldn't. I was like 0 for 17 at the plate with no walks because I just closed my eyes and swung at everything. But I could throw
Right.
the hell out of a ball. So he puts me with the travel league because I'm only 14. So he puts me with the travel league and he's like, tells the coach literally when we go and talk to him, he's like, he doesn't play anything but first base and pitch.
That's right.
And I want him to get as many at bats as he can. So put him early in the lineup. So first game I show up for, there's only 9 of us, and he's like, I got to put you in the outfield. I'm like, I've never, ever played
What?
outfield in my life.
Look, you see, I got 3 fat kids on the roster, so first base is filled up by the fattest one.
Well,
Right?
I was a fat kid
Isn't
too.
that how
So
it always went?
Yeah, pretty much.
So
well,
I
he's
remember-
tall and fat, so we're going to put him at first base.
So I've never been fleet of foot by any means. You can probably time my 40-yard dash with a sundial.
You too?
Yeah. So anyway, what had happened was I got on the traveling team, and I was a pitcher. I used to be able to throw a baseball quite a bit, but I fucked up my shoulder too. And she said, what position do you want to play? I said, anything but shortstop. I get to the first game, you know where she has me penciled in? Shortstop. I'm like, what the absolute fuck? Do you want to lose this baseball game?
Defensively, I was great.
Yeah.
I was a solid pitcher, but I could not hit to save my life. I still go to the batting cages and bat like a 178,
See,
on the slow pitch batting cages.
I could hit until I was a senior, and then I got some sort of mental block, and that's the only thing I've ever quit is baseball. After about 4 games, I quit. I've never quit any
Deckerville
other
sucked
sport.
so
Yeah.
bad that I never even played baseball.
Well, that's why they
because
wanna-
Deckerville had such a shit team that I didn't even
And
want to play.
I played
And I
basketball up
wasn't
until
good
my
anyway,
junior
so.
year. I didn't play my senior year because they were terrible, and sure enough, they lost every game. And it burned the old basketball coach because I used to be a good shooter because that's all I do is just shoot. I had a basketball hoop at my house, and I'd go out after school and I'd shoot anywhere between 100 to 150 times every single day.
Yeah.
So he saw me nail probably about 12 to 15 three-pointers in a row, and he's like, why aren't you on the team? I'm like, because you guys suck. He didn't like that very much. He's like, but you could help that. I'm like, trust me. I've seen me play. I ain't helping that.
Yeah, I'm good for like 2 trips up and down the court before
Yeah.
I'm so winded that
Conditioning's not my bag, baby.
that's why I wrestled. I couldn't
Yeah.
I couldn't play basketball.
We never had wrestling in Deckerville.
I know. I wish we would have.
You know,
it could have really helped the football team.
Oh,
Right.
it would have
To
really
have
helped the
that.
football team.
A
You know,
lot.
that's the hardest thing we have in Sandusky is getting the football team to realize what a benefit
Wrestling
it would
is.
be to have everybody wrestle. And you look at like the best teams in the state,
Yeah.
and I'm going off on my soapbox here as a wrestling coach. But you look at the best teams in the state, Lowell. They go out and they're awesome.
Perennials.
They're awesome at football. They're also multi-time state champions. New Lothrop, Detroit Catholic Central, St. John's. You look at
Iron
all
Mountain.
these. Yeah, you look at all these. They have state champions all over the place in wrestling, and then you see those guys go on to play football. Now, here's an interesting tidbit. There was a kid that wrestled 171 at New Lothrop a few years ago. He played high school football for like 2 years, and then actually he was a state champion wrestler and just phenomenal wrestler, but he went and walked on to U of M's team.
Damn.
Yeah. And, I'm not going to say he got into games,
Yeah.
but I'm not going to say that he was like a huge impact on the team. But when you can just walk on at U of M,
That's something.
that's saying a lot.
That is something.
He was one of 3 guys out of over 500 that tried out that walked on that year.
That's something.
So this is how fast I am. The 1 year, our football coach decided he was going to be the track coach too. So all the football players went out for track. I decided I was going to go out for track anyway because I was always a shot putter. I big guy threw the shot put. He decides he's going to put me in a running event. He puts me as the anchor on our 440 relay team.
And that's exactly what you were, weren't it?
Put it this way: the very first race, I think there were 4 schools there. I got the baton, and we were pretty even with the other 3 schools, maybe slightly behind. I only had to run 110 yards. I lost by 50 yards.
I can see that.
Like those
What
guys
were you
just-
doing,
I'm chugging along. They're like, "Can you run faster?" I'm like, "This is fast."
Well, it's
I'm burning it up.
It's pretty bad when there's like 1 lap to go,
Yeah.
and you get lapped by the other
And
by
then,
the other teams.
well, then I think he put me in like the 800 or something later, and I,
Endurance.
yeah, and it's like it's what 2 laps is the 800, right? And
I think so. Yeah,
I would lose by half a lap.
man.
I am not fleet of foot.
Your sisters and my sisters, they had
they
the
ran. Yeah,
endurance.
my
They still do.
my younger sister's a marathoner. She
Yeah.
qualified for Boston. She ran the
Yeah.
Boston Marathon.
Jeez, oh Pete.
Yeah,
Yeah, she's an over-
Allison and Teresa. They had the endurance. They were
Yeah.
runners.
Both my sisters are
We did not get that
drastic
gene.
overachievers. Yeah, I don't not. I don't even like running if something's chasing me.
It's like, do I have to run?
God damn it! Just kill me.
How bad is it going to be?
Yeah. What are the ramifications if I don't run here?
Yeah. Why weren't there more walking events? Mm-hmm. I mean, you see speed walkers and stuff now. That's a thing. Why aren't there
Yeah,
more walking
Because I
events?
can walk like a son of a bitch.
Yeah.
And then there could be somebody with a whistle. It's like, "Brrr, you're running.
You broke stride.
And that's
Yeah.
a thing, even.
I know.
Yeah. That's
I
crazy.
could have been the guy that could recognize when somebody went from walking to
Nope,
running.
nope, nope. Whoa, 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 whoa. You're running.
Is that sweat? No. Disqualified. He's
Whoa,
sweating.
we can't have this.
Sweating. Disqualified.
This is the 5K Memorial walk, not run or trot, sir.
Yeah, you, sir, are out of here.
You are a disgrace. It's fucking embarrassing.
Though I do remember, in high school, you go to a party or something, and you always have that possibility of cops showing up.
Of course.
And I may or may not have been in that situation once or twice, and I had been told that you run pretty fast for a big guy. I mean, and then I look at him. Is that a fat joke? It's like,
Yeah.
they're like, no.
Wait a second. Is this
I
a
was like-
bit?
I go, well, yeah. I can run when I want to. I just gotta be slower than I guess gotta be faster than the slowest guy. That's
right.
it. And I'm not gonna be the
Exactly.
slowest guy.
I don't have to outrun the bear. I just have to outrun you.
That's right.
Exactly.
That's right.
That's a very real point.
Yes.
So if you learn nothing else from this podcast, just don't be the slowest son of a bitch.
That's right.
That's the buffalo theory, right? The brain cells. That was Cliff Clavin from Cheers.
Yes.
Presented that one. You see, so alcohol surely does kill brain cells, but it kills the slowest ones that you don't want, thereby making the whole system run more efficiently and faster.
Wow. A lot of truth to that.
As I was gonna say,
I mean, I
I
feel
don't think there's been true words.
when I
spoken.
have more drinks, I feel myself getting smarter, in my opinion.
Yeah. Well, I was just gonna say I don't understand the laughter. This was not a joke. Thank you to the band.
They're killing it tonight.
Yeah. It's the band from Star Wars, right?
Yeah.
Slice Noodles and the Rebo band.
Yes.
I pulled that out without even looking it
I
up.
wish this cantina looked like that one, though.
Wouldn't that be cool?
Man, that was a party.
Yeah.
It was a
Those
banger.
fucking
It
cats
was a
knew-
banger.
Yeah, they knew how to party, man.
Hell yeah, drinking that blue milk.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure it was like a blue Russian.
And then the party stopped for a second when Han had to fucking off that.
It's probably
Bouillon.
fermented
Shot
Wookiee
first,
milk
yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
Fermented Wookiee milk.
They didn't have white Russians. They had blue Tatooines,
Enough, Chewie.
blue sand people.
You know, that's one of my favorite gags. I've talked about this before. How when you have two different languages, but yet one speaks English and one speaks another language, but they can understand each other. I always love that gag. I still love the gag between Han and Chewie that he can understand him. Chewie, not now.
I'm doing it.
God damn it, Chewie, I'm doing the best I can.
And, Chewie was more than just a big walking carpet, as Leia would call him.
He's a big walking carpet.
I mean, he was obviously multilingual.
Yes.
He could work on the Millennium Falcon, even though his hands are all covered in hair.
Did you
That's
see
gotta
him
be everywhere.
hatching?
How? And most of the time, he's just throwing stuff.
Hitting it with a
Yeah,
wrench.
hitting it with
Yeah.
the wrench.
Easy, Chewie.
I would try and do it, but I can't. I would do no service to it, so I'm
would
not
not-
even going to try.
I would not call what I did, and I can.
Way better than me. I can't even purr.
Gotta let the tongue roll.
The back of the tongue. It can't be the front of the tongue. It's got to be the back.
Fucking Chewbacca.
And who the hell understood Jabba the Hutt?
It was that little whatever the hell he was.
Yeah, that was.
I don't even know what the fuck you call them things.
He had a name. I had that.
He had
I
a
had
name,
that
but I
figure.
couldn't tell you.
I knew it would only take till about
Slash Crumb.
Yes, I knew it would take less than 40 episodes before we go in depth into random Star Wars shit too.
Oh, I could go more than in depth.
But we can talk about Star Wars for the next 20 episodes. I feel like,
Probably. Yeah,
but this is not a Star Wars podcast.
it's not. It could be. It
We
could
could
be.
start a Star Wars podcast if you want to.
Yeah. Although I would only make it episodes 4 through 6.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. For sure.
I mean, and you could call the podcast
1 through 3
what would you
isn't
call
even worth it.
Like Jar Jar Binks jockstrap or something.
Yeah. Jar Jar Jock.
Yeah.
Jar Jar Itch.
The Jar Jar
he thinks
sucks
that's okay.
episodes.
Misa thinks that's okay.
It's sad how good you did that though.
I know it, isn't it?
So that means you watched it enough to be able to imitate that
Well,
good
of
enough.
course I have.
So
I'm a Star Wars
here's
nut, but-
a thing. I've seen the original, the trilogy, every one of them at least 10 to 15, maybe 20 times.
Ditto.
I've the ones they made episodes 1 through that are 1 through 3 now. Never seen 2 or 3. I've seen the first one,
I've seen all 3,
and I've never bothered watching them.
but I don't think I've ever rewatched them.
Like people always talk about how Anakin, becomes Darth Vader. Spoiler alert. And I'm like, I don't have any frame of reference here. They're like, oh, it's quite a scene. Obi-Wan has the high ground and this and that. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Although I do want to watch for Samuel L. Jackson's part.
I'm not yelling. This is the way I talk.
This is the way I talk.
No F-bombs. It's not even
Really?
like Samuel
Oh,
L.
then fuck
Jackson.
Yeah, it's not worth
See,
it.
I'm
It's
tired
not-
of these
it's not
motherfucking
really
snakes
Samuel
on
L.
this motherfucking
Jackson.
plane. And he made millions off of that one line for a terrible movie.
Yes.
And got
And
like
I
probably
remember-
20 rules after
Dude,
that
when
just
I s-
because of that.
When I saw that in the theaters, when he said that line, I'm tired of these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane. Everybody got up and cheered.
Yeah. It's amazing.
Yeah.
But like I kind of wanted to see him be like, it's the motherfucking Force in this motherfucking starship.
Motherfucker, my lightsaber's purple. Because I like purple.
Like my drink.
the purple drink.
That's right.
I believe, okay, yes. I just checked, that was mildly racist.
I don't see color though, so can
Well,
it be
you
racist?
knew it was a motherfucking purple lightsaber, didn't you? You assumed
I
he'd be
am
drinking
not.
purple.
If your erection lasts longer than 4 hours,
Just listen to episode 2. That will go away in a heartbeat.
definitely the Kill My Boner podcast.
Drink.
Drink. If you thought you were erect now,
Erection. Erect him.
in China today, they held an erection.
Again, mildly racist. I mean,
Damn, you killed him.
I'm just trying to get all the bases here.
well, you've offended just about everybody now.
Well,
We can do it. We can do it.
We haven't touched on the Mexicans or the Jews
I
yet.
was
We
going
have
to say
10
the
minutes.
Jews are still out there. Did I ever tell you a story about the Jew seller?
Yeah, but you can tell it on the podcast if you want. You've told me this one, and it's much like this. Makes me laugh every time. This story makes me laugh every time.
So, this girlfriend I had ended up being my ex-wife. He didn't hear there. But
You could have
so
skipped over
the
that.
first,
As 50% of them do, statistically.
Well, you know,
So,
the
the
leading
first
cause
time-
of divorce is marriage.
yeah, true. So first time going over to my grandparents' house, taking her over there. My grandma's straight out of Germany, war wife. We walk in, it's back room, and there's a trap door type deal thing. You grab the handle and you flip it up. Well, it's an old Michigan basement. Well, she goes, well, what's down there? I said, oh, that's where we keep the Jews. And her knowing that my grandma's a full-fledged German, everything like that, it just happened to be I just fired it right off. That it was like a crown jewel moment of my comeback sayings. It's like, what's down there? That's where we keep the Jews. And I just kept moving. She kind of just stopped and looked at me like, huh?
We call that the Anne Frank cellar. But Anne Frank stayed in an attic. Well, it's still the Anne Frank cellar.
Maybe she'd have another story to tell if she'd have stayed in the cellar.
Maybe she could have wrote a second diary if she stayed in the cellar. Oh, good Lord. There it is.
Oh, we're going to get the emails now. If you want to bitch us out, you can email us at pineapplenipplearsehole@gmail.com.
Or if you want to send us excerpts of the Anne Frank diary. The Diary of Anne Frank, as told by the PNA Podcast Express.
So, can we get canceled on a on a podcast we do for free
I'm sure we could.
and we publish ourselves?
Our sponsors might be a little pissed. Oh, wait, we have none.
Yeah, fantastic.
Just
That
a-
is a trend that is going to keep going.
If we keep talking about Anne Frank in a cellar, it will.
We love the Jews, by the way. There's
We
nothing
do.
wrong with the Jews.
No.
They're great people.
Best accountant I ever had.
Also, probably
Yeah.
mildly racist, but no, that's stereotypical. Which
Oh,
Yes.
are
they're
usually
difficult.
There's
true.
a difference.
Yes.
We're gonna have. This is must
Just
be
like the grape drink thing.
This is the
That's
race.
stereotypical.
This is the racist
Right.
episode. We need a stereotype episode.
Well, we're kind of running that gray line.
Yeah.
And really, stereotypes, let's face it, they're mostly
They
true.
exist for a reason.
Oh, you're fat, you must eat. Yes, that's true.
Yes.
A lot.
Yeah.
Well, and the Jews do run Hollywood, and black people tend to like fried chicken. I'm not gonna lie.
No. Which,
Hey, you know what, though? I like fried chicken.
I love
Yeah, I
fried
do too.
chicken too.
well, that's because
and I do like grape drink, too.
That's right.
at this point,
So I'm a-
we're probably all
Multiracial.
racially mingled,
Yeah.
Yes.
I like to say.
Yeah. And,
Yes.
and this is great since we're just coming off St. Patrick's Day, which was one of the most
Whitest holidays ever.
culturally insensitive holidays you could possibly get. Would you like a potato?
Can I make it into vodka?
No, that's the Russians.
That's Russians.
No, the Irish made their share of
Oh,
potato
I'm
vodka.
sure they probably
yeah.
did.
What am I going to do with all these damn potatoes? I can't drink them. Bullshit, you can't.
That is where, sir. O'Hanahan, you are wrong.
Let's boil some cabbage.
Hey.
It's good.
This is not an Irish joke, but it's along the same ilks because it's a Scottish joke. So what's the difference between Mick Jagger and a Scotsman?
I don't know.
Mick Jagger says, "Hey, you get off of my cloud." The Scotsman says, "Hey, McLeod, get off of my you."
Oh boy,
Classic.
that is. Oh boy.
I can't help it. This is my new. I've decided I'm just going to tell random jokes here and there because I've been doing it the last couple episodes, and
Yeah.
they're
And
okay.
it doesn't go over any worse than anything else we do.
We're trying new things, folks, because obviously what we've been doing isn't working.
And
so.
the bit long is we can't afford to buy that every week.
The
so,
biltong, I know, just
or yeah,
so
biltong.
expensive.
What did I call it? Bit long?
Bit long.
Is that a cryptocurrency?
I think so.
It's a crypto jerky.
Crypto jerky, yes.
We should start a crypto. That is a fucking killer idea.
Yeah.
Crypto
Well,
jerky.
Oh, that
I
is
could,
a
I
good
could
idea.
supply some certain things to make that happen.
He's got the underground trade for the.
The jerky. I got an underground.
Now, folks, don't be scammed by the black market jerky coin out
No,
there.
you're don't get taken in by non-authentic crypto jerkies.
Crypto jerkies. That's right.
Your digital meat should be authentic.
That's right.
So I had a buddy at work. I asked him one day.
Digital meat. I like that
He-
phrase.
he loves-
you should trademark that phrase.
He
by the way.
loves
Digital
buying
meat.
jerky and all this stuff, and and I asked him one day, like, what's jerky cost? I never buy beef jerky because I make my
It's
own.
fucking expensive.
Yeah.
And, like I know it's expensive, but he buys it a lot, and he always tries different kinds all the time. Like different brands, whatever. So, what's like a pound of jerky cost you anymore? He goes, oh, it's like $20 for a pound of jerky. He goes, it's $20. $20 just to get into my mouth. I go, $20 to get in your mouth.
Damn.
Is that all it takes?
You been hanging out on the corner
go-
again?
Well, I got $10. What'll that get me?
Yeah.
He
Will that
goes,
get me a
he
squeezer?
looks at me. He's like, "What are you talking about?" I go, "I don't know. What are you talking about?" He said, "I go. You said it takes $20 to get in your mouth." I go, so I asked, "What is $10 going to get me?" Oh, fuck you!
Yeah, that'd probably barely get you past
so I
the
told him,
teeth.
I go, "Well, I tell you what. I got some jerky. I'll sell you for $10."
You got the whitest teeth I've ever come across.
He didn't like that. I don't know why, but he didn't like it.
Well, that's just his. He must be some kind of prude.
Yeah, he's willing to spend $20 on beef jerky from the store, but he won't pay $10 for my beef jerky.
See, I
I
think
don't
at
know
that
why.
point he thought you were being facetious.
I think he did, but
You should take him some jerky. Be like, dude, first one's free, man.
Yeah.
Shot, a little taste.
well, I
Gateway
did.
jerky.
I
Little
did,
taste,
and
gateway
now when I walk by him, his mouth just pops open. So
You didn't even got to pay the $20. You ain't
No.
got to pay the troll toll anymore.
yeah, there's no troll tool anymore.
Oh, so who haven't we offended yet? I say we go
There's
after.
lots of people we haven't offended, I'm sure.
I say we go after women next. Those bitches have had it too good for too long.
I know. We've already faced our oppression as white men.
Yes,
It's time for the women to pay.
my white privilege is to do a podcast for free for
right.
ungrateful people that don't give us money,
Yeah. Unbelievable.
which we'll continue to do for free because
And if you want to
ungratefuls
apply
aren't
to
gonna
be
give
on
us
the
money.
show, just draw us a penis and add your phone number and say actual size.
Yeah, and then just really all you have to do is randomly show up at the Silver Tavern on a Monday or Tuesday night.
We will actually put almost anybody on this show.
Yeah,
I'm here.
You're-
so
you're-
I mean that's just living proof.
You're top 5 guests, though, already.
Nah,
Yeah,
I'd say top 10.
we had
Well, we've only had-
I'm
we've
tooting
only-
my own horn now.
you're
We've
the
had 10 guests.
you're the fifth guest.
Yeah.
So I'm fifth by
Wait,
default.
let me do some quick math here. You're about the 7th or 8th guest. Yeah, thank you, band.
Math,
But am I
math
the fifth?
music.
Am I the fifth one that's only mattered?
You are definitely the fifth most sober.
You're probably one of our most This is actually, we are very sober for almost
no, I
2
am.
hours worth of podcast already tonight.
Yeah,
I've been drinking since
And we
5
thought
o'clock.
this was advertised as a quick trip. Sorry.
yeah.
Oh, wait a second. Oh, we gave you entertainment Well, entertainment, question mark, for free?
No, those were quotation marks, not question marks.
Question mark, free?
Yes. Enjoy.
Maybe I am a little drunk.
We might be. We're gonna have to do a quick trip just to.
You're only as drunk as you
quick
feel.
trip out of here.
Ooh. Buddy Hackett back there.
Yeah.
It's your favorite comedian, Buddy Hackett. All right, what do we need to talk about now? Who haven't we offended?
I don't know that we need to talk about it.
You know,
There's
I
probably a
want
lot
to
of-
take a minute here. I want to take a minute
Did
here.
you guys already offend the gays and lesbians?
Nah.
I
I want to take a minute here.
My toxic masculinity, I'm sure, offends them.
Can I just say something here? I don't think Adolf Hitler was really that bad of a guy.
He was a great public speaker.
And he was an artist. He could motivate people.
And
I mean,
He was a great artist. He really was.
And he loved
Yeah.
German Shepherds.
Do you know
Well-
that he almost died in World War One?
Yes.
I did know that. The one thing I do know is that guy could motivate a crowd.
He could speak. All-time one of the greatest motivational speakers in history.
Yeah.
Like, you could hang on his every word. If I would have... I'm captivated by it, and I don't even understand German.
That's the whole reason.
Just the way he speaks, his delivery. Although terrible person, and he's rotting
Yeah.
in hell, rightfully so.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
for
That
sure. But that's the
little
whole
Nicky
the
Pineapple.
whole Hitler stash.
Yeah.
Because he used to have a full mustache. He almost died in World War One because he got gas.
He couldn't get his gas mask on.
And his
Yes, I've
gas
heard
mask
this.
wouldn't seal because his mustache. So he always after that he had the Hitler stash, which is the Charlie Chaplin
Yeah.
mustache.
So I was actually at the Wolf Lair, Hitler's main base during World War II, where they filmed the movie Valkyrie.
Yeah.
Where they tried to assassinate him.
Yeah.
Fascinating place. And the weird thing is you would think, we're all with all this whole cancel culture here, but like over in Poland, that place was a hopping national monument and a constant reminder to hate the Germans.
Go to Germany. There are no monuments of anything. Nothing. They don't want Germans forget and they forget.
Yeah.
There's no history. Like they don't like that whole era is just never happened.
Do you guys know what touched off World War I? Do you remember the event that is directly attributed to why World War I started?
I don't know, but I'm sure it was Ohio's fault.
It's always Ohio's fault. Actually, it was the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand.
Oh, yeah.
I did know that. I did
Yeah.
know that.
Yep. He was shot. in
Who
the
was
face.
later immortalized as Ferdinand the Bull.
And
by
later
Looney Tunes.
immortalized by the band Franz Ferdinand. And later, way more immortalized by the tribute band to Franz Ferdinand called Franz Ferdinand.
Prince Ferdinand.
Well, we are actually to the point where this is no longer even just a standard
Have
standard
I ever
episode.
told you that one of my favorite things is I wanted to do this for so long. So there's a Journey cover band called what's this Journey cover band called? Shit, I'm forgetting this.
Don't Stop Believing,
No, it's
South Detroit. I'm going to throw out random stuff so you can never
Journey to
remember.
the Center of the
what it is.
Hole.
son of a bitch. Just talk about something else.
Journey
for a
to the
second.
Hole.
Journey to
So
the Center
anyway,
of the Earth.
Journey is amazing. If you don't
The
listen to
Adventures of
Journey,
Lemmiwinks?
then fuck you, okay?
Brendan Fraser is the name of the Journey cover band. Brendan Fraser.
So here's what I always wanted to do. No. So there's a Journey cover band called Voyage. I wanted to be.
I was really close.
I wanted to be.
You were.
I
You
wanted
were.
to be a tribute band. I wanted to form a tribute band to Voyage, who's a cover band, a tribute band of Journey, and call them Destination, but not play any Journey songs.
That would be epic.
Honestly,
Hey,
the
we're
best.
Destination. We are a tribute band to Voyage, who's a cover band and tribute band of Journey. We are not going to play any Journey songs here today.
Here's some Tenacious D.
That's right. Hey,
Oh, boo.
you want to hear about it? Here it goes. It does not sound anything like this song.
Well, honestly, the greatest tribute you could probably make to Journey is to never cover one of their songs.
Well, I mean, who can sing like Steve Perry? He's known as the
Steve
voice.
Perry.
Steve Perry. Got to go get the ball, bitch. Steve Perry.
Steve Perry.
You kids with your Zimas and your hula hoops and your Dan Fogelberg.
And putting the Jolly Ranchers and the Zimas to try and make them flavor, and it never worked.
Did I tell you I found a case of Zima randomly about a couple of years ago, so I had to buy it? It's as terrible as I remember.
Oh,
Yeah.
Horrible.
Horrible. They reissued the Zima, and I saw the article, and I'm like, I cannot wait. And I happened to walk into the Rite Aid when I lived in Mason.
Rite Aid.
And they had it
Right.
sitting there. And they had, well, that's the only place to buy beer in where I live. Cheapest place, sorry. So they had it sitting there, and the lady's like, oh, shit, that's not supposed to go out till tomorrow. I'm like, I know. I'm going to buy this case, though. She's like, I don't know if I can allow that. I'm like, it was on your goddamn floor. I'm buying this shit. If not, I'm walking out that door with it. She's like, well, I guess it's best if you pay for it. I'm like, I'm glad we see eye to eye on this.
So, in college, I was going to a party.
And then I got Zima drunk. And let me tell you, if you want to
Horrible
know,
hangover.
if you want to see leprechauns riding unicorns, get drunk on Zima.
But you got to throw the Jolly Ranchers in it, though.
That's right, yeah.
You know, I was going to a party in college, and I bought a 12-pack of Zima cans.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, I don't think
And
I've ever seen the cans.
I will tell you, if you want to not get laid at a party, stand around drinking Zima.
I really don't have a problem with that as it is.
I never
but
had
yeah.
a problem. I
Well-
just sit there and drink regular beer and not have a problem with that.
I'm going to assume that was the problem, because I don't think it was me.
Because at the time, he's like, I was batting like 800 most nights.
Yeah, shit. I was banging
knocking
tail.
it down.
I was slamming ass all over.
The only thing that helped my game was being on stage holding a guitar. Outside of that, none.
As soon as
None.
you got off the stage,
Zero.
who are
Yeah.
you?
Yeah.
Hey, for all you kids listening out there, I can tell you a quick way to not get laid, have a podcast.
Yes. Yeah.
It's like
Or
birth
be
control.
related. Or be related to the podcast in
Yeah.
some way, shape, or form.
You get
Yeah.
that stank on you, and forget
Yeah.
it.
Oh yeah, it's not going away. You got to
horrible.
bathe in tomato juice or something.
I've talked
Yeah,
to some of
it's
our
like
guests.
skunk.
I mean, look what happened to poor JB. The warrior princess left him, for
I
Christ's
know.
sake.
I know.
And she stayed with him while he jerked off in her shower.
Yeah. But when you get that 5th episode in
Oh.
on the podcast, you are in the doghouse.
It's just toast.
This is like the biggest cock block on the planet.
Well, let's just hope my my girlfriend doesn't hear me on here then, because I don't want that to happen.
she won't. Nobody listens.
Well,
Like Bob Uecker
somebody's gonna listen. And we're a small town here.
Yeah.
Let's not fool ourselves. She's gonna find out that I was on the podcast without me telling her. I could not say a single thing about this, and she'll find out.
Well, maybe you should say some nice things about her right now, then.
Oh, she's a beautiful woman.
There you go.
What?
Oh, we should. Are we gonna wrap this up?
We were.
What are we at? An hour and. You know what my favorite story about Adolf Hitler is?
That guy loved to paint German Shepherds.
Yes,
loved
he
it.
did.
Charlie, that painting's just evil.
And he was a Jew. He got raised by a Jewish family. But he ended
Yep.
up hating the Jews. Figure that one out. They must have been asshole parents. They must not let him go out and do whatever he wanted.
Well,
No,
they
I'm
were
guessing
They
no.
probably, they must have disciplined him.
pretty confident they were stingy.
Wow. Oh, we can never air this. This is like the hidden vault episode that when we're like 75 and people are gonna go, they ever do anything we're listening to? And they're gonna pull this out and go, nope.
What happened to them boys? Pretty sure they're dead.
Somebody done killed them.
Super racist.
By the way, I take back what I said there. I apologize. Actually, some of my best friends are Jewish, so and that's
Shout
not a
out to
lie.
Brooke.
Wait, I will correct you on that. They were Jewish,
Oh.
They converted.
or no, they were your friends.
Oh yeah. They. Oh wow.
Oh, yeah.
They're still
they,
Jewish,
They
but
might
they-
not be.
They're still Jewish, but
No,
they're
hey,
not my
hey,
friends.
Hey,
Yes.
Brooke still likes us, I
Yeah.
think. I
Yeah.
think.
I think so.
Yeah, I wouldn't bet on that.
We'll just take her to Bisco's. It'll be okay.
Yeah. Ooh, still got to go to Biscuit.
Yeah, we got to go to Bisco's, yeah.
Nobody has to do that.
No, everybody has to go to Bisco's at least
Once.
once. At least once.
Yeah, but you guys have been there before.
I have never been there.
Really? I
Yeah,
haven't
he
either.
has, I've been there twice.
I've been to every.
Actually, no. Scratch that. 3 times.
Okay, so he's been there enough for both of us. The
I've
law
been
of
to-
averages has even the playing
And
field.
you know what?
I've been to every
Every
titty bar in
time.
the lower peninsula of Michigan, but not Bisco's.
Every
Well-
time I go there, though, it's a new experience.
Yeah.
Well,
But, I mean, there's years in between each time.
like, how many legs is this stripper gonna have?
I mean, you end up with, you get one that's like, 8 months pregnant.
Yeah, of course.
And then the next time you go, they actually look pretty good.
Now,
it's like
and then
kind of
if-
like, where did these ones come from? They must be on break from
they had the baby
Big
and they're
Tour
looking
or
for
something.
another baby daddy.
They look, they're looking for something.
They got themselves
And
in shape.
The next time you go there, they're mediocre, and then in the back corner, there's a chick in a bondage costume beating the shit out of some dude in the corner.
He paid dearly for that
Damn.
from his wallet.
Oh, yeah,
I was gonna say, you
I
go-
legit. This chick walked. She's a hefty woman,
we call them sturdy.
sturdy woman. Walked through leather chains on her, everything, fucking total bondage. This dude was sitting in the corner, walks right over to him, and just starts dancing on him and beating the crap out of him. And it's just kind of like we're right in the front center stage, and I kind of look back, dude wasn't making a peep. I was like,
Damn.
man, this chick is beating the shit out of this guy.
And he is loving
And
it.
he was
You know
sucking
who else
it all
was into
up.
bondage and that shit? Adolf Hitler.
Probably.
Well, Ava Braun, Jesus
Yeah.
Christ. She was more a man than he
She's
was.
a dominatrix.
She was more of a man than he was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of Waldo from the Van Halen Hot for Teacher,
Yeah.
but without a mustache, obviously. Waldo did not
I
have
heard
a
I
mustache.
heard Adolf Hitler was a good bowler too.
Probably. That really separates us from him. So
Yeah.
if you were thinking that, by any of our comments that we are all racist, anti-Semitic, or sexist, we're not good bowlers, so we can't be.
It's right. It's a true story.
It's a law. But I think it's about time to wrap this up. This might be our longest episode that nobody will ever hear.
For a quick trip.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What do you mean no one will ever hear?
I'm sorry.
You can't mothball this shit. I need
No,
to feel
no,
the wrath.
No,
I prolonged this way too long, I think. I think I attributed way too much of this.
You probably did.
This is like... Thanks, band. Yeah. This is the longest quick trip ever, so it's kind of like the world's tallest midget.
Yes.
I like that.
Standing on the world's largest
I do know.
ball of twine.
Never mind. I'll save it for another
We'll
episode.
save it for the next
I
episode.
was going to say.
Take us out of
I could
here,
have gone
Adam.
for another 20.
All right, you have been listening to the probably the last episode ever of the P&A Podcast Express.
Sorry for your luck. Brought to you by Anne Frank's Basement.
Yes. And so we'll be, by the time you
endorsed by
listen to
you,
this, we'll be burning in hell, I believe is where we'll be.
We'll save you a seat.
Yeah, we'll save you a
You
seat.
can
It'll
join
be
us.
warm. It'll be warm. But I am Adam Filkins with Phil Nickel and Mike Nickel. And you have been listening to the P&A Podcast Express.
Make good choices.